go down to the grave, even there your hand will guide me, your right hand will hold me. I will trust you, Lord. Even when the storms are raging, I will love you, Lord.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a long time since I've done an actual video on prepping your soul. Yeah, I've made some shorts and things like that, and with everything that's been going on with me for the last week or so, some things I don't share with people or anything like that, but I feel the urge to share something with whoever is going to listen to this. May only be 5-10 people, who knows, but I think it's better for me to share it. Yeah. One thing is I've been questioning for a few weeks now. Ever since I watched, and I wish I could find this video and everything, but I can't find it for the life of me. I've searched through my history and it's not there. I watched a video, and well, I'll give you some reference to this that has had me puzzled for a while. I wonder, when somebody's having a hard time, or they say a loved one died or something in that nature, you see all these little emotes and prayer emotes and stuff, and saying, I'll pray for you, I'll say a prayer for you and whatnot. What got me wondering is, I wonder what the percentage of the people who say they will pray for somebody actually do. Now, I'm not saying that, people have busy lives and sometimes they may forget, but sometimes there are some that think that's what the person that's having a hard time wants to hear. And is that a bad thing? Now, I'm not well versed in the Bible or anything. I don't know if it says in the Bible that if you promise to pray for somebody you don't. Is that a bad thing? Is it a sin? I don't know. That's something for somebody else that knows the Bible a lot more than I do. But to me, when you give your word to somebody saying that you're going to pray for them and you don't, whatever the reason, to me that is not showing faith in God. It should be very important, if you give your word to somebody that you are going to pray for them and you don't, that could be considered lack of faith. It could or could not be intentional. I don't know. I don't know what goes on in the minds of people, but this has been weighing on me for a good while, and And I'm not going to come out and call people out. And did you actually pray for that person? That's not my job. That is what that's from you and God. I hate to say, somebody that is real into the church and goes every Sunday and gives money to the church and donates to the poor and this and that, and it's their time, and they go up, and God says, "Who are you? I don't know who you are. Bye." That would be horrible, But whose fault is that? Is it God's? Well, let me explain the video that I watched. This is, he kind of explained it. Why don't you pray for the person right there and then? Why do you say, "I'll pray for you," and pray for them when you get home, or pray in the car, or whatever? Why don't you sit right there with the person and pray for them right there and there? Rather than, telling them that you'll pray for them later. And it really got me thinking. There's a lot. It happens a lot, Now, I don't know when somebody says that, in chat or something. They might be praying right then and there. I don't know. Or they might wait until later. I don't know. It's just an odd thing to me. And I never really thought nothing about it. And to me, I'm not I don't, my words don't come out straight sometimes, and I jibber jabber, and for me, praying out loud in front of people is not not a good thing. But this has been a few days ago. I was in Walmart, of all places. I went to go try to get some water and they were out of the 5-gallon jug. So I went back and was looking at the price of the eggs and stuff. And as I was leaving, going down the main aisle, you had the dairy section here, and then across the way was the baby section. Well, I seen somebody that I knew, and she had her baby there, and she was crying. And I could have just, kept on going and saying it's none of my business and stuff, but I was urged to go. I was urged to walk over and ask her what was wrong and was there anything I could do. Well, she was telling me that her baby was really sick and had a fever, which probably shouldn't have been at Walmart, but I understand why she was there. To get medicine and stuff. And her husband was working. He's been working extra hours to try to pay for doctor's visits. It's a shame this happens. When somebody gets sick, somebody else in the family has to work extra hard to pay those bills. And I'm more of friends with her husband than I was with her, but I still wanted to go over and talk to her. And sitting there talking and whatnot for a while. I had the notion. I almost said, I'll pray for you," and it just overurged. Before the words came out, I asked her if I could pray with her right there in the store, right in the middle of, the baby medicine and the diapers. And she said, yeah. She said she's not a real religious person, but she needs the help. And I'm not going to say the words or anything because I probably couldn't remember them anyway, because I don't know exactly what I said. But we bowed our heads and prayed right then and there. And two other people came up to us and put their arms around us and prayed with us. And this was a special moment. And it was so much better to sit there and pray right then and there than say you're going to do it when you get home or when you're getting a car or something comes up and you forget. It meant so much more. And I got a message from her husband a day later. He had got a raise and didn't have to work the extra shifts, and that his baby, which the baby's name is, her name's Grace, and she was better. Fever had lifted and everything. And it's just a story. And like I said, I wasn't going to repeat the story because it was between me and the people that were in Walmart. I don't know who those two people were that put their arms around us. She didn't know who they were. We thanked them. They went on their way. I went on my way. And that was it. But it was a special moment. And I stop and think of what would happen if I just said, "I'll pray for you," and went on my way. Would I have? I like to think that I would have. But would it have been as good as doing it right there on the spot with her, with the baby, with the two strangers? I still don't know who they were. I don't know. But I know a lot of times we sit here on YouTube and we hear somebody's bad stories and stuff. And I do it. I've said it myself. I'll say a prayer for you. I'll say it in an email or something. I'm not saying that every time. I never pray for somebody after I say that. I do a lot. I have a prayer book right here that I mark people's names in. When I see something, I'll try to remember to write that down. But why not just do it right then and there? When it comes over the text message on chat somewhere, why stop right there and stop from putting in a book? Just do it. But anyways, I'm going to let you go with that. Just something I thought I had to put out there. Until next time, God bless.